anyone can do about it because I will be mid-sentence when we go live. Thank you
Absolutely.
very much.
Ta-da!
Bingo.
So Molly, you mentioned songs that are turning 40.
Yeah,
And this reminds me, I just turned 41, but when I turned 30, on my radio show, I only played music that came out in 1985 for an entire year because I wanted to inflict some sort of suffering.
Some sort of
A
suffering.
lot of shriek back, I'm not going to lie. It's perhaps too much.
So
yeah.
All right, there we go.
if you see my line 92 in the bullpen,
I know.
is that
right?
a meta thing though? Like, is that just...
I mean, I see the Discord talking about the most recent thing.
Oh, yeah,
And
right.
set of
Techno
things.
mentioned the Flava Flav thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
There may be something in the feedback that would allow us to piggyback off of that.
to go there.
I'm just wondering if it should be at the top of the show. We just go...
I think so. I
'cause
think
have
we just
what
be
to
like,
say, or do we save it for the feedback?
I like a little lightning round at the top of the show of just like things that came out of it. Because
Yeah.
there were so
Right.
many good ones.
I do like that.
Okay, me too. I'm also excited about my utterly nonsensical lineup today.
So we're going to do a good old-fashioned meta thing.
Uh-huh.
Boom, boom, boom. Not in any way related to the owner of Facebook. No.
Ugh.
All right. Done. And then that leaves me with 91 and 92, which we also have an email about 91. So maybe I should pick something else. Maybe I will.
Hold, please.
Well, not 91. It's now 90 because I just moved it.
I mean, yeah, it just depends on whether you want that or not. Because
We have that in the email,
it's covered.
Right?
Yeah.
Right, Rich?
Yes, I believe so.
Hold,
Do you
please.
believe or
Let's
do you
make sure.
know?
Wait, which line? Which line?
The monkey.
The,
I could actually look, instead of just...
I don't
mean-
think so. Wait, do we? So there was that may have been in the email that came in that I wasn't sure how to format that for human reading on a podcast.
Oh, no, it wasn't in that one. This was a
Okay.
very straightforward... Oh, maybe it was in Discord.
It might have been a Discord.
Oh, you know what? It was in Discord. No, I know the one you're talking about. I just didn't even read that one.
Yeah, I was like, thank you. I have some material. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
like this is a list of links.
Yep. I was like,
Thanks for that.
It might
All right.
be.
So
Yeah.
then
It's a huge one.
I remember who
Save
said
that
it,
one.
and I will give them a little shout out when we do it.
that
Perfect.
works.
Good.
Got it.
Because, yeah,
Okay.
because we got to do it. Because it's
I
so.
mean, it has to be acknowledged somehow.
It's going to be gone any minute, too. So, like,
And I will
Well, I
say
hope
to
not.
people in the Discord
right.
and people listening in the bonus content, share your things in the Discord. I love to see them. Sometimes it is harder to put that into the feedback because it's a conversation.
no. Discord
So-
is an ongoing chat.
Yes.
So as long as you realize you have no expectation of your Discord conversation making it into the show, not that it couldn't, it might, but as long as you don't have the expectation that it will, then that's fine. If you want it to I really want this to be in the show, then email is the way to make sure.
Feedback it. It's a thing.me.
Mm-hmm.
To those
Fabulous.
not clear on how to do that.
That's not to say we ignore Discord. It's just not meant for logging.
It's hard to copy paste.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a conversation, not
Yeah.
a source.
Right.
Not source material.
With Discord, it's more like, oh, we heard people in the Discord talking about versus like, we have this letter that we received.
Mm-hmm.
It's like man on the street versus letters to the editor.
Ooh, yes.
Absolutely. Oh my God. Also, Technomensch, this is my obsession right here. This is my freaking obsession. Everybody's got a damn battery in their damn driveway if they have an EV, and we're not using that as a grid asset, and it makes no sense. And also, I can't use it for backup for my house. Like, what is this? What is this?
Well, if you subscribe to Use Your Battery from CarMaker, you can. I'm sure if that's not already a thing, I'm sure that's a thing.
It's coming. It's coming. And Phase is releasing a battery that's going to have bidirectional charging, and then I'm either going to have to get a new car or my car is going to support it.
If you get that car though, this is a visual joke, so I apologize to the audio listeners. If you get the car with the bidirectional charging, you have to sit like this.
mean, honestly, bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo. Well done. I think I saw a video the other day with someone talking about their cat doing bisexual sitting. And I was just like, this is like incredible. Like, honestly, I wouldn't have thought it would be as big a thing and as like ongoing a thing. And it is never not hilarious.
I think of it every time I sit down on the couch and watch Starfleet Academy.
Mm-hmm. Which I have yet to watch, but need to, clearly, for the if only for this reason, but also like
Technomitch jinx. Technomitch said, just tell listeners to picture Holly Hunter from Starfleet Academy in the captain's chair.
Technomitch is in our brains today.
Totally.
I came in here with an Apple rant, but I already forgot what it was. So
yeah,
I came in here
that
with an
happens.
must
apple,
be
but it
Tuesday,
didn't
you
last.
know. A good one. I don't know. What
I
it
had a
was.
prop. I'm sorry.
What was
How
it?
often
It
do
was
I
a
have
good one. You guys were going to enjoy it, but
Yeah.
oh well. Oh well, that rage has passed. At least that rage at least has passed.
was it news related or personal experience related?
No, it was like a why is it doing this related thing.
Yeah, okay.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just took a screen
Like it's just
recording
not. It's like not popping up reminders anymore the way that it used to. And also, I am now the third person I know of who had a thing where I set an alarm and it just went off silently for 45 minutes.
Oh God.
Yep. And I was telling my friend Lindsay about it. She's like, I had that happen and my son had it happen. And I was like, okay, well then that means that it's not just all of us being ding dongs. Like I just not playing sound. I'm like, okay, so these are pretty basic. If you can't do these little basic things, let alone make phone calls or whatever, which it can't, doesn't want to do.
I had the opposite yesterday. I was recording Cybersecurity Headlines. Subscribe Cybersecurity Headlines wherever you get your podcast. Anyway, so I turn on Do Not Disturb because the way I have my mixer routed, it picks up system audio, which is usually very helpful. So I turn on Do Not Disturb, which means nothing should ring ever on it. And I had like a Slack, a Discord, like I literally had to shut down every app because I could not figure out how to get it to stop chirping at me. And my children heard some untoward words that I'm not proud of.
Friggin'.
But I was like, ordinarily you do not disturb too many things. Like I don't want the iPad do not disturb when I do my computer. It's the
Oh, I
don't
know what it
understand.
was. It was that I fired up an old iPod because I thought I was going to have to use it for a shoot yesterday. So now everything about iMessages is just hosed.
Kablooey.
It's like they're coming in over there and then I'm getting notifications. And I got a notification yesterday and it said all of your, because I have all my messages set to disappear after 30 days. Because otherwise you fill up your phone and like I know we want to stalk each other for years, but like let it go. And so I get a message that's like all the messages have been set to save forever now because you added an iPad. That's what it said. I was like, what the fuck? Like why would I ever why would that be a thing that I want? Because I added and frankly, I don't want the messages to go on the iPad. Like I just wanted to use it as like a teleprompter.
We have helpfully made sure to sign up your old iPad with iMessages and changed all your settings and made sure only your messages go there and nowhere else. You're welcome.
You're welcome. You want this. Don't kid yourself. You want this to happen.
Oh my God.
Just what are they do? What is happening over there? What are they doing?
I've had that setting up an iPad for the kids, which of course there's no user accounts that are meaningful. So either the iPad is useful and has access to like an app store that I can authorize, or it's
And it's getting all of your messages, which you don't want it to get.
yeah.
Or
Like,
not.
I was like, so I have to
Or
like
none
keep
of
it in
that.
airplane mode because otherwise like the bomb goes off of every like I don't need my kids seeing my Slack notifications or whatever.
It just works. Not the way you want it to. No one ever promised it would work the way you wanted it to. It just works the way we want it to.
We want it to, and you like that. Trust me.
You know what
You're
works great
gonna
for
love
my
it.
kids? My weird
Or
Surface
else.
tablet running Linux.
Do you know about the history of Mr. Donut? I say this only because someone put Dunkin' Donuts buckets of coffee in the chat room. But Mr. Donut was formed because one of the partners who started Dunkin' Donuts got kicked out by the other guy, like really almost immediately after they started Dunkin' Donuts.
Carl
Really?
Duncan kicked him out?
Carl
Dang.
something kicked him
And
out.
Mr.
Yeah.
Donut. Yeah, Carl Duncan and Mr. Donut.
Mr. Donut.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it was
God.
Duncan and Donuts until then. That's funny.
Yeah.
Funny. Very funny.
And Mr. Donut became a global chain. It was the biggest competitor to Dunkin' in the like 60s and 70s. And then it got acquired by the same company who had acquired Dunkin'. And they changed all the Mr. Donuts to Dunkin'. There's only one Mr. Donut left in the United States. It's in Godfrey, Illinois.
Oh my God.
Really?
The Mr. Duncan logo
Pilgrimage.
is God mode. Oh my God. This is why we have fallen. This is proof that we live in a fallen epoch.
So Mr. Donut is huge in Asia. You can find them all over Japan and Thailand and stuff. But we only have one left in the United States.
I think we should go
Justice
for
for Mr. Donut.
we should go on a pilgrimage just for the logo. I mean, that really
Oh yeah,
is.
it's
I'm getting a Mr.
30
Donut
minutes
logo
from
tattoo.
where I grew up too, so we'll have a place to stay.
I got real distracted reading the story about the 48-ounce buckets of coffee.
Yeah,
Like, why are so many restaurants just straight up trying to kill us? Why is the move attempted murder?
I recall many years ago, KFC offered a similar bucket of cola,
Dear God,
carbonated beverage in a bucket.
no. Now they
Harry-
offer a bucket of chili, which I do like.
Harry
that's smart.
Winokur worked with his brother-in-law William Rosenberg to found a donut shop in 1955, and shortly after, Winokur broke the partnership and created Mr. Donut.
Damn.
Please, my
Fascinating.
father.
Also, the number of conversations that are happening in this conversation is kind of my favorite thing. Like, this
Yeah.
is our special ADHD on this show.
Well, maybe we should do the show then and focus it all right back.
All right. We could do that.
The focalin of our lives.
Hold
All right,
on.
let's clap it up then.
Okay.
Hold on. In 3, 2, 1.
And music in 3, 2.
Give it to me.
Hey, everyone. I'm Molly Wood.
And I'm Tom Merritt.
Welcome to It's a Thing, the weekly podcast supported directly by you, our listeners, that lets us just sit around every week and talk about things that are things.
The podcast of indeterminate things.
Exactly. Because we're just sneaking in more all the time, by the way. We were sort of like, oh, we got 2, and then now we got like sometimes a meta thing and then a thing of the week. And because we can do what we want until you tell us otherwise, really.
Exactly. It's a thing.me/shop is one way to support the show. We turn things into things that you can then own and say, hey, I have a thing. One of my favorites is the fish shirt.
Underrated. The fish shirt is underrated.
Yeah.
It's
Go
a
check it
rip-
out. It's very comfortable too. I wear
Because
it all the time.
sardines became a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
then
it just looks great. It's well
it's
designed.
just so, it looks vaguely kind of Northeastern. Yeah, it's just cool. It's just cool.
It looks like the kind of t-shirt that a streetwear brand would make to make its t-shirt look as if it were a vintage t-shirt they found in a thrift store.
I mean, that is so precise and so accurate that I cannot add it. That is exactly what it looks like. Go get it.
Yeah. If you like meta things like that, you're going to like our first meta thing. We haven't done a meta thing in a while. Well, we do a meta thing when there's like kind of a big thing that collects a bunch of other things all together. The Olympics turned out, as surprised as we all were that they were happening, just a fountain of things, just a ski slope of things sliding down.
Just churned out thing after thing after thing. I mean, obviously, I think certainly my favorite, as echoed by Joe Hood, Elisa Liu, Oakland born and raised figure skater who just absolutely stole our hearts by being like, yeah, I'm here to have fun and be awesome. I retired from the sport for a while because I was burned out. And then I came back on all of my own terms and then skated with utter freedom and joy and won gold. Like, what is not to love?
Everyone has their own Alyssa Liu journey, including Alyssa Liu.
Yeah.
Mine was watching video of the practice skate 2 days before the individual event began, and just noticing that like the Ukrainian and the Kazakhstani and the German skaters are all very serious and doing, very grim, and doing their jumps and criticizing themselves internally. And Alyssa Liu is out there just smiling and like pointing at people and hey, what's up? And I'm like, that girl is loose. I'm like, I think she's going to win. And then you get the whole like background story and everything. And then she freaking wins the gold. She's shocked. She's like, what the just happened?
Was hilariously not shocked. Remember, like she came off and she was just like, yeah, that routine.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
But then later she was like, what is happening or something like that.
Yeah.
And then my favorite thing is, just to clarify, I don't think she was shocked that she did her skate well. I think she was shocked that she didn't get the silver. I think she was like,
maybe.
Oh, what? Really? Okay. Anyway, I love when she goes to her press conference. And first of all, she had to run back and get her Selena Gomez lipstick. The guy's trying to get her like, come on. And she's like, wait, hold on. I need my lipstick. And Eileen immediately goes, I know what brand that is. And then we get to the press conference area. And one of the first questions is, I really enjoyed your skate. She's like, thanks, me too.
I mean, she's like incredible. So my version of the journey was that I didn't know a damn thing about her either. And then I was lucky enough to see her short skate live. And so I was watching that day on Gold Zone or whatever they did her short skate. And I was just like, of course, utterly taken, and had that same kind of feeling about it. Like they were like, if she nails this, and I was standing in my kitchen, I was like, oh, she's going to. Like you could just feel that she had it. Yeah. And I watched that whole, and I was just like, she's like an angel. Oh my God. And then I started hearing the whole story, and then of course became obsessed. And then just, all the Bay Area people are going to be unbearable about Alyssa Liu for I don't know how long. Like I just acknowledge that because she skated at she practiced at the ice rink directly across
Oakland ice rink.
The Oakland ice rink. And my son went to high school and middle school directly across the street from there. And so I was just like, yeah, we basically raised her. Like she's, one of the family. But yeah, watching her come off and be like, that's what I'm effing talking about. And then when they announced that, my two favorite moments were when they were just like, she won the gold. She's sitting there and her coaches are losing it. And she's just smiling. And she's like, yeah. She's like nodding and smiling.
Yeah, when she gets her scores, she's like
because she
nodding.
Knew
so
she
good.
Destroyed it. But then my other favorite moment by far is when the Japanese skater, Ami, doesn't totally realize, like she's like looking at the scores, trying to do the math, right? And she looks over at Alyssa Liu, not her coach, and puts up three fingers like, did I get bronze? And Alyssa's like, you did, and runs over. And but in that moment, there's like an unbelievable amount of emotional intelligence, right? She's like, you did it. And then comforts her because she's like, you didn't get gold. And then is like, but you freaking got bronze. And they start jumping up and down. And the coach starts crying. And she goes over and hugs the coach too. Like, I'm just like, so America falls in love with this woman because she's the best person. She's just the best person like any of us could ever hope to meet. She's like lovely and funny and delightful, and just a weirdo. And she's just an Oakland goofball. And she pierced her own freaking frenulum. Like, stop.
She skated to MacArthur Park.
And she skated to MacArthur Park right down the summer. So like, she was an Ur thing.
Uh-huh.
And just such a feel good thing. Obviously, Eileen Gu, huge thing. Not like other things that came out. Nazgul the dog.
Nazgul the dog who apparently the owners were 3 hours away by train at a different Olympic event, and their neighbors had to be like, I think we just saw Nazgul on TV, but he's fine. We got a hold of him.
And everybody loves him. Like he's like totally
he got
good.
awarded an honorary medal.
I mean, because he finishes with the cross country skiers, like and the coolest looking dog. I mean, the skiers probably skied a lot faster because he looks exactly like a wolf. They were probably like, hey, wolf is chasing us. We should.
Man, they skated like a wolf was chasing them, because literally it was.
It literally was. And then
Wolfhound, but yeah.
And then you had the first U.S. Black player, male or female, to become a hockey gold medalist when the women won the gold medal. And then, of course, in more recent days, you have had the unfortunate scandal about the men's hockey team and the locker room moment, which has led to, I actually think, I will be honest, I was not sure if that was just my algorithm, the amount of outrage about that, because like I'm on Heated Rivalry Instagram, right? Or heated rivalry threads. And so I, of course, all of these girlies who were just like, well, we just got into hockey. Thanks for nothing. I was not sure that outrage was going to actually make it all the way out until I saw SB Nation take the men's team to the woodshed. But then the positive that has come out of that is Flava Flav, and everybody who was not familiar with his game, and I was, because I remember when he adopted the U.S. women's water polo team, start by inviting the U.S. women's hockey team to Vegas to have a gold medal party, and then be like, I'd like, airlines and hotels to get in. And so then all these brands start. Alaska Airlines is like, give us a call. And the Worldwide Resorts is like, ping. And then like, I think some luggage brand and Lululemon, all of a sudden they're all jumping in. And then Flava Flav invites every woman medalist from the Olympics and Paralympics to this party.
Pre-invited.
And it's
Paralympics start March 6th. Win a medal, get to come on over.
Win a medal, come to the party.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Flavor Flav. And so now I'm seeing all these videos of people being like, I had no idea that he is a longtime champion of women's sports. Like, for real.
And he's been involved in the Olympics coverage for a long time. Like that's not new. Everybody was focusing on Snoop this year, and Snoop has also been involved for a long time. But Flava Flav's been in there as well. So yeah,
so many things.
So many things. There was there were some negative things. Well, you mentioned one of them, of course, but but also a lot of heartwarming stuff as well. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm mostly trying to stay positive about it, even though
Alana, the 43-year-old bobsledder who won the monos.
Oh my goodness.
With her two kids there. And she had to be like taking care of the kids while training and competing.
I mean, and when she finds out she won, she's like jumping up and down and hugging her nanny.
Yeah.
Like the first person she's celebrating with is her nanny. Because
hell yeah. Right.
Hell yeah. Wonderful. I mean, there were so many. Also, that I'm kind of obsessed with the Norwegian cross country skier guy who like did a sub 5-minute mile on skis uphill to win one of the insane, cross country skiing awards. Like, that guy was nuts. I mean, so anyway, many, many things came out of it. I think those are mostly the highlights. There was another dog, but it didn't get as much attention as Nazgul.
Well, that one went down the hill when no one else was competing.
Right.
So it didn't get caught on the photo finish sensor the way Nazgul did.
It really felt like, too, the number of camera angles, like it really felt like the Olympic camera people understood the assignment when that dog appeared on the course. Like the amount of video.
Right. Because the first dog was like, there was no coverage happening. So there's like some like security camera or phone or something gets it. But then Nazgul comes and all the people are like, this is what we do. We look for things happening on the ski slope and then we shoot them. I guess we shoot the dog because
in the right way, the video
with the camera.
The camera.
Exactly.
But yeah, for me personally, and I think that probably one of the more enduring things is going to be Elisa Liu. I mean, I hope she's ready for the like what she represents to so many people. I mean, people were just like, she is a vibe shift. She personally is a vibe shift in the universe, like that joy and that enjoyment and the doing things on your terms and the photos, the photojournalism that came out of that event, like that photo, the overhead shot from Vanity Fair of her in the middle of her spin with that big smile on her face. I mean, I want to like poster of that on my wall.
I mean, I watch figure skating every year and I have since Lake Placid in 1980. I don't really understand the sport. I'm not trying to claim I have any technical analysis of any level, but when I watch her skate, I'm like, that just looks smooth.
Yep.
That just looks like butter. And Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir, also an ongoing thing from Olympics. They bear that out. They're like that. They're just not speaking because they're watching and enjoying most of the time.
Yeah.
I think the fact that you have so many stories like Ilya Malinin of pressure getting to athletes, and Alyssa's story being, I retired, quote unquote, for 2 years and just didn't think about skating. and hung out with friends and did normal person stuff until suddenly one day I was like, hey, you know what? I think I want to skate today without any plans or any goals. And then she skated and she's like, that felt pretty good. Maybe I'll call some coaches. That is a template, folks. Like,
It is.
Don't feel like you have to do something. And actually, if you need to do it, it will find you again, like it did Alyssa Liu.
Yeah.
And in
And
her
then do
case,
it-
pay off in spades.
And do it on your terms. Like, do it in a way that says, I know that you think this is how everything is supposed to be, but how about instead I'm going to make my own. The coaches are a delight. Her coaches are a whole other wonderful topic. Like, one of them talked about sitting down and having this conversation with her. And she was like, okay, I want to come back. I'm excited, but I'm going to help design and make all my own costumes. I'm going to pick my own music and no one's going to starve me. I'm going to eat what I want to eat when I want to eat, which is such a huge part of that sport that's so messed up. And he talks about how he just like drank a bottle of wine and was like, this sounds like a nightmare. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love all those stories about her. And really, to me, the key of Alyssa's story to me is she had to take a break to understand if she really wanted to do it or not. And then when she understood she really wanted to do it, because she had done it before, knew what she wanted to do and was able to say, okay, but I'm doing it this way. I'm responsible. I know how to treat my body right so I don't gain too much weight, but I stay nutritionally balanced. You're going to trust me. I know what costumes look good. You're going to trust me. I know what choreographers to use, and I'm going to give them input and I'm going to trust them. And like, there's just so much maturity in her story. It's amazing.
Totally. Yeah. And especially considering her actual age, which is still very young.
Yeah.
And then there's all that maturity. And then she herself is a ding dong. Like, that, I think, is the best part, is that there's so much maturity in that story, but there are so many interviews with her where she's like, wait, what? I wasn't paying attention. Like, I don't really like after the US finals or something, she was just like, I don't really understand how the scoring works. Actually, I wasn't sure what it meant, like, because she had been out. She's just awesome.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
All right. Well,
right.
that's a show.
That was a whole fun show. I love it. An
but
Olympic special, if you will.
We have some other things to get to. Japanese monkey punch. I see everyone saying punch the monkey, but every time I see that, I think of the old banner ad with the monkeys that you were supposed to interact with in the 2000s. So I like to prefer to say the monkey from Japan, who is named Punch. But totally a thing that I found out about from Eileen, because she was like, is this really a thing? And then suddenly the BBC was reporting on it. I'm like, yeah, I think it's pretty much a thing. But Punch wasn't bonding with his pack. They gave him a stuffed animal to kind of help, and it worked. Eventually, he started grooming and is now integrating into the pack. And everyone following his story was very hopeful and sad, and then very happy when he finally started to integrate.
I mean, the funny thing about the Punch story, the Japanese monkey punch, because I also don't like Punch the Monkey, is that it was I found it unbearable. Like, because it's so heartbreaking, the rejection part. Like, it was an emotional roller coaster that had people just on the edge of able to cope with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really, like, it hit hard. It hit. Also, evidently, that monkey that they gave him, the little stuffed one, it's from IKEA and it's sold out now.
Oh, it's you cannot get it for a lot
can't
of
get
money.
that monkey.
Except maybe for a lot of money on eBay. I haven't looked, but yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, I know Punch was everywhere. And in fact, all of us, I would argue, I mentioned people had strong reactions. We were all completely chalant
I love
about
this one.
the monkey. I don't know if you've heard this usage. So, anybody who's, I would imagine that many curious, interesting, smart listeners in our audience have asked the same question over the years at some point. If nonchalant is a word, why isn't chalant a word?
Right.
And now, because we live in a time where, as we mentioned, we are throwing off the rules and strictures of the past, chalant is just a word. And people use it all the time. And my favorite usage is, chalant means, so if nonchalant means I'm like cool about this, I'm medium interested, I'm not, invested or extremely excited. Chalant means I'm extremely excited about this. And people have been using it online all over. My favorite usage is actually in a romantic context. I have seen a lot of, like, a good number of men online being like, no, I'm chalant. I'm chalanting about her. Like, it's actually quite cute. It's pretty adorable. And also, yes, we have decided that it makes no sense that nonchalant is a word and chalant isn't, and we have made chalant a word. I won't be surprised if it's in Merriam-Webster next year.
What's great about this is English is a living language that has no central authority that can stop us from using chalant.
Exactly.
A French word from a language that does have a central authority that would definitely try to stop you from using it.
It's so true. Do you guys know that about France? Like there are rules. There are literally rules.
You cannot say computer in standard French. You have to say ordinateur or something Frenchy pronunciation that I can't do.
Oh, they like went to war over t-shirt. And I think maybe successfully stamped it out. I can't remember where that skirmish landed.
It's not like it's illegal. It's not like you'll get arrested in France if you say t-shirt or computer, but it is not acceptable. There is an official French language authority that will say that is wrong. You can't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the other one I've got here is been cooking for a few years. So if you're familiar with this, it is not brand new, but it seems to be gaining a little more momentum. And I've seen it poking its head up into the mainstream a little more, using an old smartphone for taking pictures, like having a second old smartphone, not connected to cellular, just for taking photos. And it's kind of an outgrowth of people using old digital cameras, then going like, oh, well, I have this old smartphone too, and it has an old camera. I get a little bit of a different look from it, as well as some very avowed people who are saying, I like the unprocessed camera look that an old smartphone gives me because there is so much image processing that happens on modern phone cameras.
Interesting. I didn't know that was the reason. I knew there was sort of like a nostalgia reason.
It's that too, right? There's all of that, but it's sort of like it's like
the nostalgia's for the look.
It's a nostalgia for that look, and it's not necessarily even saying it's a superior look because it can be kind of fuzzy, but it's like an intentional look.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love that old phones are now the Polaroid.
We have gotten to the point where an old smartphone camera is a nostalgia item. I know, it's crazy.
Wild. I like it though. I mean, I like that sort of whole nostalgia trend, and obviously like buying used gear instead of new gear is
I'm almost chalant about it.
I'm chalant about that. I am. I definitely am. This is my next thing came. I had started seeing it pop up, and then it came aggressively from my son. So I know it is a huge thing. And that thing is mogging.
I could have sworn we talked about this before.
I know. I thought so too. Maybe there was an email about it. We can search, but
maybe.
Yeah, mogging, mogging. Unlike when I tried to add it to my reminders and Siri spelled it mocking. Mogging it's sort of it came from actually the kind of like looks maxing manosphere at first. It is technically considered manosphere lingo, and to mog someone and be mogging them meant to be asserting your dominance or authority over them, because evidently that's what you do after you've smashed your own jaw to make it look better. That whole universe is yikesy. There's like yikesy. But now it's just spread, and it's being used humorously all over the web to like assert dominance over anything. So for example, my son sent me a video today, and the videos are all like, they're all very Gen Z coded and hard to understand, but because they're like memey as hell. But one was basically just like, it was somebody putting together edits of like other pizza companies. Like it was like Papa John's. Why is our founder a racist? And then it flashes to Little Caesars being like, heard that. And then Pizza Hut, why is our pizza so tasteless? And then a flash of Little Caesars being like, ate that, whatever. And it's basically Little Caesars mogging on everyone. It was, which is a long way to explain it. But anyway, anything that is humorously asserting dominance. There was one that was like West Coast states, like a map being lit up in various ways. And what it really was West Coast states mogging on all the other states. And I love that. And now I just keep seeing it.
I love that because definitely if we talked about it, and whenever I heard about it before, it was about the looks maxing part of it. And that's all it was. I love that it is just broken out and become, its own thing, a la chalant.
And actually, so has maxing. Like Joe Hood just sort of pointed this out too. Like mogging and maxing are all over the place. Maxing is too. I mean, there was the friction maxing.
Yeah.
Like that one definitely I think has also broken containment, if you will. But mogging in particular, I'm happy to see it get a more positive usage for sure.
All right. So thing of the week is Alyssa Liu, though, right?
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
Come on. Not
All
even.
that said,
No discussion to be had.
I think the case has been made earlier in the show.
Yeah.
Let's get to your things. Feedback at itsathing.me. Warren has a thing spot. In my local area, I've noticed many restaurants have begun advertising their Alpha Gal friendly menu. It may sound like a toxic play on girl dinner, but it's a serious medical condition. Alpha-Gal syndrome is a potentially life-threatening allergy to red meat and dairy products that is most commonly acquired from a tick bite.
Whoa.
This one is this is a real thing. The allergy, the meat allergy from a tick bite, that is not a, somebody made it up thing. It is pretty rare. So it's either becoming less rare enough that a restaurant has a menu, or your local area just has an unusual number of people with alpha-gal, I guess.
I hate to bring us down the bummer path, but due to climate change, more dangerous tick bites are already less rare. Like it's becoming much more common, and it is unfortunately only going to get more common. So yeah, it probably is. Also, you might live in a really particularly tick prone area, but sadly, more and more ticks and more dangerous tick bites are a thing. Womp womp.
CDC estimates it may affect up to 450,000 people in the United States, which that's a lot of people,
right?
But it's still as a percentage of the 300 million people that are in the United States.
Really small.
Yeah, interesting.
All right, I'll keep an eye out.
Huh.
Valor Trucks has a comment on vibration plates. Any mechanic will tell you that excessive vibration will wear out your chakras. I'll see myself out.
Thank you, Valor.
Thanks, Valor.
Derek Chen wanted to let us know why you keep your receipts. He emailed in about High Rocks on April 30th, 2024.
Oh.
Derek says, we called it 2 years ago. In all fairness, it's only become even more thingier in the past few years. I even ran into a news segment about it on Taiwanese news just this morning. In fact, since 2024, High Rocks officially partnered with F45 gyms and has continued to expand with local races to even more countries and markets. And yes, we featured Derek's email on episode 315.
Damn.
And
nailed it, Derek.
Is episode 408. Awesome. So almost 100 episodes ago.
That is wild. I think we can be somewhat forgiven for missing that one, but that's yes, nailed it. Sean writes in on bins. Hello, Tom, Molly, and Rich. I think Amazon return resale centers are a thing. I was returning an Amazon item to Staples and was greeted by huge bins of random stuff. The price drops each day and resets every Friday. No longer is this limited to dedicated resale stores. Now it is in Staples, as is Party City Balloons. So this is so interesting because I don't know if you kids and dedicated thrift shoppers will talk about going to the bins. And they mostly mean like the Goodwill bins, right? Where everything is sort of the very, very last. And you can get it for $1 and whatever. But I'm going to keep an eye on this because the bins as a thing feels like a recession indicator, but also growing. That's fascinating.
I am going to make a point of taking my batteries to be recycled at Staples soon and check this out.
Yeah.
Partly because I've been building up my batteries and I need to take them in. But I used to take them to Best Buy. Staples is now, I think has a better, more wide battery recycling program. And then they have the bins. I never see this because I do my Amazon returns at Whole Foods because it's close. Maybe I'll do my next Amazon return at Staples too, but I have no idea when that'll happen. So
I have no idea where there's a Staples.
We've got one. I know exactly. I've been there to buy something once.
See if they have the bins. That is so fascinating.
Yeah. And then Larry from Columbus has things for everyone. The first one is for me. Bon Bon Drop stickers. These are 3D stickers that are going crazy in Japan. They sort of feel like a modern take on puffy stickers that were cool in the early 80s. There are stories of people camping out, waiting for stores to reopen, crazy high secondary market pricing, and counterfeiting. Sort of sounds familiar, doesn't it? As a matter of fact, I bought 2 sets of Bon Bon drop stickers for my nieces to give to them when I visited them last week.
Oh my goodness, nailed it.
Thank you, Larry. My second item seems like a Molly thing, says Larry. Has your feed been swamped by pseudo curling videos? Oh, we didn't even get into the curling aspect of it.
I know, curling.
The version I see most often is people sweeping in front of some type of robo vacuum, but I've also seen curling with whiskey bottles, probably my bubble, and with an infant in a baby carrier. There's even a beer commercial that maybe aired during the Super Bowl, curling a glass of beer on a bar. I remember seeing some of these last Winter Olympics, but I'm seeing a ton more this year. The whispery voice lady, Morgan Evelyn Cook, also had a fantastic Winter Olympics video. So are you going to discuss the hyaluronic acid controversy with the ski jumpers? Because that's dedication to one's craft. P.S. I found Dubai chocolate cakes and Dubai chocolate brownies at my Costco. The cake was disappointingly dry, but the brownies are great. I recommend picking them up if you see them.
Also, that is so funny because the whispery voice lady, Morgan Evelyn Cook, is her own thing. And I wasn't sure if she had broken out either, but that's hilarious. And I haven't seen any of the curling videos, so I'll have to check it out. We're just skipping right past the hyaluronic acid. Nope.
Shout outs this week go to our top Patreon supporters at patreon.com/itsAthing. These are based on subtitles of best-selling self-help books. Subtitles, right? What's the subtitle for 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? That would be the basis of your shout out this week.
Here we go. Your health, your weight, and what it's like to be a bee puppy.
How to thrive in a career AJ Venturella actually loves.
The secret to a life of deep connection and Benjamin Forrest.
6 simple rules for a long and healthy bio cow.
The quiet work of becoming perfectly Dom.
How to stop playing Eric Duncan's game.
The anti-SW Texas guide to becoming a 7-figure writer.
A guide to becoming the Gabrielle Cohen you want to be.
7 days to reforge your Jake Woods.
Negotiating as if Kevin still depended on it. Kevin is very hopeful you'll do that.
Every famous productivity method finally working for Laura Abel.
Transforming self-sabotage into Lee Price.
The total proven Louis Saint-Amour retention system.
It's time to win the battle of Mike Akins.
Because you can't build a better world without breaking some Mike Lurch.
Don't break Mike Lurch.
Sorry, Mike. Welcome
he just
to the
started being our Patreon.
No, totally.
How to thrive when Morris Jones overwhelms you. He means it. He means well.
It always starts out nice. The shout
you can
outs,
thrive, not just survive. You can thrive.
And finally, how to navigate tantrums, meltdowns, and defiance to raise an emotionally intelligent Baylor Trucks.
Any mechanic will tell you that excessive vibration will wear out your chakras.
I mean, honestly, I think that was revenge. I think it was a little bit of revenge for the joke, Baylor, is all I'm saying. Oh, we are so grateful to you. We are so grateful to you, patrons. Patreon.com/itsAthing is where you could get your own custom shout out. I know you want one now, or support us at any level. And
go
on the
do
air.
it. Do it right now. Also, support the show by checking out our shop. itsathing.me/shop.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Speaking lies. Got politicians to take that high.
Oh my God. The tantrums, the defiance. Exactly, because tick ranges have expanded. Womp womp. Fucking talking about. Ugh, Elisa. Did you know there were people who were actually like enough people that it was social media significant that there were people who were like upset that she said the F word? Like, get right, like 3 and 600 bots.
Because if we see 3, it's socially significant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was like, what?
Well, what was funny is we were watching, what were we watching? We were watching the Best Of channel on Peacock, and it showed her routine. And then when she got to the end, it blanked her, it didn't bleep her, it blanked. So she was like, that's what I'm talking about? Right. So you see the mouth, but you don't hear it. And we're like, oh, and Eileen was like, yeah, but live, they didn't blanket. I'm like, yeah, they didn't expect they'd need to. And then we were watching the replay on demand from Peacock later, because we just wanted to watch it again. We're like, let's just watch it again. So we watch it.
No bleep.
It wasn't blanked
Totally.
on the on-demand version. I was like, oh. So you
That's the
blanked
one
it.
I
You
watched
blanked it
too.
for prime time. You blanked it for best of Cortina, but you didn't blank it in the on-demand.
I know.
Did someone forget, or was that a choice? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't realize that and actually the Discord was saying this, like, it's pretty lame that they don't replay the broadcast version, because the only replay I could find was the one, it had no commentary.
Oh, really?
And then of course no blank, which was kind of nice, right? To watch it with no commentary and no little score bug in the corner. It's just like the routines one after the other.
I don't know where
and
we
then a bunch of
found our
replays.
replay, but it had Johnny and Tara
and
the scores and stuff.
I didn't see that version until like a couple days later online.
Oh, really?
weird.
We
Yeah.
found it on Peacock, but I don't remember how.
Yeah.
So I will give NBC huge props for improving their coverage, but there are still many things, especially in the Peacock interface, that could be improved.
Dude, that app is so bad.
It is
Pretty much-
like I basically learned how to find the things I wanted and then ignored everything else.
Made no
the
sense.
rest of it was just a mess of stuff that did not make any sense to me.
Also really buggy. Like I had to restart the app every time I loaded it. I don't know if you guys had this happen, but
No, we didn't have
I would
that.
fire
What
it up and it
platform?
would just be stuck on Apple TV.
Oh yeah, we were using the
Yeah.
same. So yeah,
Yeah, I like uninstalled it, reinstalled it, updated it. It would get stuck where I left it and I wouldn't be able to navigate around and I would have to exit out of the app and then come back in. I mean, it was every time.
It could be. This is
Some
me
of this
going
stuff
into
is just-
troubleshooting mode.
Yeah.
It could be bandwidth related. So that would be a thing that's different between us. If there was bandwidth shaping happening on your connection and the
Yeah.
app can't handle that, then it would pause and crash. It could also what generation Apple TV could be that? Is it a few years old?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So
2
maybe
years?
it's an
It's 2
older
years
Apple
old.
TV and the app doesn't run as well on it.
It's like that new HD one.
It's
But
a
I guess it was the
4K
new-
or HD.
I don't know, man.
Okay. So it could
Remember
be
what
that,
I-
it might not be.
Remember when
Yeah.
I actually used to know stuff about tech and now I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be anything. Yeah, I don't know.
I find
I
that
just
true about
remember it.
myself and I cover it every day.
It's the 4K one. It is
It's
the 4K one. Because I remember
so
that. 'cause
it shouldn't be that then.
It shouldn't be that. I don't know. I mean, honestly, that stuff happens and I just chalk it up. Like sometimes I complain about things like that a lot, but at least more than half of the ones I don't even bother because I'm just like, I don't know, it's my magnetic field. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
just acts weird.
Totally. But
My presence.
now that you mentioned, I'm kind of surprised that we never ran into that because we have run into it in the past.
Yeah.
So I don't know why.
I don't know. I
A
run
lot of
into
that
it
has
every
to do
damn
with
time.
like copy protection stuff going bad too.
Could be.
And that can just be random.
Who
Like it
knows?
could be that because you have a different TV, it's like running into copy protection conflicts, trying to negotiate the encryption.
Yet another tech battle that we lost so long ago.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Here's one thing I love. I wanted to watch anything on this monitor in front of me that's connected directly to my MacBook, but I have a prompter on. Whoa, Tom,
Oh.
you might be using that prompter to pirate, so we can't show you video until you turn off your prompter entirely. Oh, wait, that's not enough. It still thinks it could capture your screen, so you have to actually turn off the firmware for the prompter in your laptop, which actually means I don't have to turn off the prompter. I just need to turn off the firmware, but yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah, because anything that looks like it's screen capturing causes those services to be like, yeah, we're not showing you video then. This is an unsupported monitor.
Oh yeah. Listen, friends, we tried. Tom and I tried. We tried our damnedest to not
Wouldn't
have
it be better to just put a Pi
live
on
in
the
this
prompter
world.
and run it from a USB keypad? No, it
Oh,
would
for
not.
crying out loud. Don't give us the all you have to do is. Don't do it.
That would be way more difficult and complicated and buggy and require so much more maintenance.
Oh, classic. All you have to do is.
Yeah. I mean, it would avoid that one specific issue that happens
how
like
that
once
one
every 3 months.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh, exactly. Guys, I'm tuckered. I'm worried that I'm getting a cold. Okay, so what do we do? I'm worried that I might be developing a small cold, but it's not there yet, and I
Yeah.
want to go to the gym.
Zinc.
I started the zinc.
Yeah. And then
I'm just
don't,
gonna go to the gym and
don't
lift.
overdo the gym.
I'm just gonna lift a
your
little lighter.
cut your workout to like 75%. That's my guess. That's
Yeah.
my advice.
I think so too.
Because you don't want to
Instead of
push
an
yourself
hour-
too hard. But sometimes the activity will help your immune system, activate.
I agree. Okay, yeah. I like that. 75% sounds about right. So
Yeah.
I'll do like 40 minutes instead of an hour and lift a little lighter.
Yeah,
I was
you
so
don't
proud
want
of
to
myself.
put yourself into recovery mode from the exercise because then your immune system does get suppressed.
We'll have to work. Totally. But I was so proud of myself, you guys. I put plates on the barbell for the first time ever the other day for my deadlifts.
Why does that want me to say it in an Australian accent?
I do.
Plates on the barbell.
Plates on the barbell. I don't know,
Which,
but
by the
that's why
way,
I
neither
like
one
your
of us are going to
special,
claim that
special
was an
brain.
Australian accent, but yeah.
No, yeah, to be clear, that was not. I have been watching Love Actually Australia. Oh, it's so embarrassing
Oh,
that
really?
I watched that stuff. Or Love Island, rather. Love Island
Uh-huh.
Australia. Yeah, so you could catch me going around the house being like, "Nar," a lot.
Do you want a
lot.
heartwarming show, but it has to be on subtitles and watch on iQIYI?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, I bet I would love it, and I'm not going to do that.
It's called My Secret Friend.
Oh,
And the whole show is people who are assigned to do nice things and buy gifts for people, but they can't be discovered or they lose.
really?
Yeah.
That is freaking adorable.
I know.
I'm just happy to know that it exists.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
really, I'm
that's
hardly
enough.
watching any TV at all. It's like I just watch one dumb thing while I'm eating, and then I go back to book. So Love
Yeah,
Island
this is not
Australia
good
is
for that.
plenty.
Yeah.
Nar.
All right. Did Rich
Okay,
leave?
time to go.
Rich left.
Probably. Yeah, he just gave up on us. He was like,
Okay. Well, then, goodbye, everybody.
okay, bye, everyone.
We'll see you later.
See you later.
Give it to me.